Our thoughts and feelings are our own and are not representative of Electronic Arts as a whole or anyone else.
Once again, it's time for the Team Lift podcast with your hosts, Brandon Bowie and Roderick McDaniel. Let's go ahead and get right into the show.
Good to go.
All right. So just starting anytime?
Yeah,
we're just going into it?
We're ready.
Oh, okay, cool, man. So today is, what is today's day?
3/18.
Is it?
Oh, or no, 3/16/18, no, sorry.
Okay, 3/16. Austin 3/16. That is it. Today's the day. We missed it. We didn't even celebrate that Stone Cold Day. So I think I know why we missed it, because the first thing you and I saw this morning was the Infinity War trailer.
Yep.
And pretty much like the rest of the internet, we lost our collective mind. That's all that happened today. I spent the entire day breaking this trailer down. As I've watched it a couple of times. I've listened to people's reviews of it. I've listened to people's first reactions of it. I broke open Jonathan Hickman's comic book, Infinity. I've been pulling information from it all day. It is, there's a lot going on in here. Okay, I'm going to just be honest. There's a lot going on. First of all, before we get into this, what did you think?
I found it odd that they're still going for he wants to extinguish half the life in the universe. Why? They didn't bother to explain why. They're just like, he's just a bad guy. He's going to kill half the life in the universe. It's not like in the comics where he has a reason for doing it. Like he's trying to impress Mistress Death.
But they haven't introduced death as the personification of death either in the movie universe. Now, here's my thing. In the trailer, I'm glad they actually said that. I hope in the movie they actually discuss why he wants to. Because, let's face it, a lot of times Marvel's villains
well, okay,
they just come out and just say, I just want to be a bad guy.
I think they did say one thing, which is that he wants to bring balance to the universe. I don't know why a dickhead would want to bring balance to the universe, but I guess you can use that same justification in Star Wars. Bringing balance to the Force.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It was definitely, it's going to get interesting. A couple of things that I still noticed. Still no Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Still no Jeremy Renner. We are not one trailer. Do you notice, like, even in the other trailers where they pop him up and they're all talking, like they say a line about, and then we fought for the ones who couldn't fight for themselves. Everybody has a line. No Jeremy Renner. No Hawkeye.
Maybe he bought a farm.
Or he's going to buy it in this one.
Technically, he already owns a farm, I guess.
Yeah, so he's it's definitely strange that I noticed that we have not seen him in any trailers yet. It's actually disturbingly noticeable now at this point that he's not in any of the trailers. I'm starting to even kind of wonder about that myself, about why is Jeremy Renner not in any of the trailers. Also, Captain America catching Thanos' hand.
Seriously, he caught them fucking hands.
Yeah, he caught him. Like, he literally caught this fool's hand, and I was like, oh, I'm awake. I'm watching this now. I am now sold. I've been sold on this one. I've been hyped for this one. But, man, the hype is so off the chain unreal right now.
I did like that the Hulkbuster suit is back. Thought that was interesting.
Interesting fact about the Hulkbuster suit. The toy line that they announced just last week, there is a toy for the movie, and the toys start hitting the toy store pretty early. There is a toy that was seen online where the Hulk himself is the one jumping out of the Hulkbuster suit.
Banner is coming out of the Hulkbuster suit?
There's the toy. So it's basically like Banner is in the Hulkbuster armor, and then becomes
Because Hulk is
enraged
pissed off at him?
and breaks. Huh?
Because the Hulk is pissed off at him and won't come out, I guess?
I don't know what happens, but somehow the toy has the Hulk. It's like Hulkbuster with breakaway armor, and Hulk comes out of the toy.
Hmm.
Very interesting toy. Although we haven't seen that in the trailer, but I'm like, if Banner is it. And then I went back and looked at the first trailer. If you go back and look at the very first one where it gave the intros, you do see Banner standing next to the arm of the Hulkbuster armor.
Yeah, this is true. I think maybe
And so-
Banner's having some performance issues.
That's what I was thinking when I first saw it. Like, oh, he's just tweaking the Hulkbuster armor for Tony. But no, I think maybe Hulk's mad because he left the planet in Guardians of the Galaxy, or he subdued it, and he's going to show up busting out of the armor. Like he gets in the armor to be able to fight alongside of him, but it's going to be the Hulk that ends up ripping out of the armor at some point in the film.
I don't know, maybe like I said earlier, maybe Hulk is mad at Banner.
Could be. Could be. Definitely interesting. I saw the toy, and then I saw the Hulkbuster in the trailer, and I remembered the toy, and I was like, well, if Tony's in the armor there, who's inside the Hulkbuster?
There's an interesting continuation of scene if you watch the original teaser trailer and then you watch the second trailer. How in the teaser, Spider-Man is sitting in the bus, and then his hair goes up, and then he looks, and the ship is there over New York. And then in the second trailer, the actual trailer, you see him hanging off the side of that same bus, putting his helmet on, and then jumping off the bus and swinging underneath the bridge.
Yeah, I saw that.
So, and it
I
looks
saw
like,
that. Something.
if you look at his
How did you
armor
pull that
later,
off? Because I mean, you're on a freaking school bus.
I don't know, he's Spider-Man. He just crawl out the fucking window.
You don't think somebody's going to notice that?
I don't think that anybody's really going to care. I mean, somebody's bound to notice it, sure, but is anybody really going to put two and two together at that point? Not to mention, like later in the show, you see him change to the Iron Spider suit, which means maybe he's come out because he's putting on a cloth helmet when he gets out, and it's the helmet from Homecoming. And then later on in the trailer, he has the Iron Spider armor from Tony, and Tony would only give him that if he was going to join the Avengers. So maybe they do like a press conference and he comes out. I don't know. And then it doesn't matter if they know his identity. What's going to be
So
really
many questions.
interesting is we're going to get Shuri in the same room with Tony Stark, Bruce Banner, and Spider-Man. It's like four of the smartest people on the planet, along with Doctor Strange. Like, we're actually going to see the Illuminati come together in a weird way. Like a proto-Illuminati.
Yeah, you really will. I mean,
it's odd that
let's
it's
face
coming after Thor Ragnarok and not before, because the Illuminati decided to get Banner off the planet. And now Banner's back from being off the planet. So
you're only missing 3 members of the Illuminati at this point. You only need Professor X, Beast, and Reed Richards.
yeah.
And you have a full cast in the MCU for the Illuminati at that point.
I wonder if, because we've got that shot of all the people coming out of the, what are they called? I don't even remember what they're called. The fucking airplane that they use, that S.H.I.E.L.D. uses. They've got all the members of the Avengers that were in the raft coming out. Oh, by the way, if you haven't watched Jessica Jones yet, you need to, because the raft gets a mention. Yeah. They talk about the raft.
Superhero prisoner raft.
Yes, the raft. The raft that's in the MCU that they've stuck everybody in at the end of the last Avengers movie. Mm-hmm.
I really need to.
Or
I've
not
been
Avengers, I
super
should say.
excited for Jessica Jones. I am finishing up a backlog that is amazing. I have just been busy. And so I'm knocking out some other shows for another project we're working on. And then Jessica Jones is next.
You got to do it, man.
As you can tell, I am tired. I am exhausted, man. These weeks are getting longer and longer. I really need to win the lottery just so I can spend time just creating content and eating content, just devouring content and putting it out. But yeah, no, Jessica Jones is on my watch list. It's definitely next.
Yeah,
this trailer did some craziness to me though, man. Okay, so let's just talk about it. There's the elephant in the room. Every time I hear a conversation, I can't talk to people without them asking me this question: who's gonna die? It's the number one most asked question I get. I'm sure any of my buddies that are doing podcasts, any comic book knowledge right now, number one question we're getting: who's gonna die?
Hawkeye,
Contract
Tony
wise,
Stark.
we know Evan's contract is up. I think they used to say that Robert Downey Jr.'s contract was coming to an end, but I don't know if he's walking away from this now. I just
think
don't know if he is.
the candidates are Hawkeye, Tony Stark, and Captain America. It would make sense for Evans to quit after Infinity War because he did sign up for another contract specifically to do one more movie, and that one more movie was the second half of Infinity War. Downey, they don't need to necessarily completely cut him out, but they could put him in the coma, and then he could just become the voice, and then we could have Shuri take the role of Ironheart, since they're not going to bring in Riri Williams because they don't have time. She's smart enough. She's the one who obviously has rebuilt Tony's armor, because we can see that armor growing on him in the same way that it grows onto Black Panther. So,
yeah, how T'Challa's armor forms out of him out of that necklace.
You know, they pay him a little bit less. He comes in, he does a voice role, he leaves. It doesn't matter how old he gets. He can still do that voice forever if he wants to. Hawkeye has basically been useless. He's pointed it out himself in the previous films that he's useless. So you can kill him, and it's a very emotional hit because you know he's got a family. So that's how you tug on the heartstrings there.
But
Widow's not going to die because she's going to have her own movie. They can't kill Bruce Banner. I mean, you just can't kill him. Thor's not going to die.
Although he has said recently that he's ready to call it quits. He did say recently, and I mean, this wasn't one of those, fly-by-night websites. He said it in a GQ interview that he's ready to retire and spend time watching his kids grow up. And that seems to be a sentiment amongst all these guys, is that I've made a lot of money off this and I can go sit down somewhere.
Yeah. I think that there's a balance where he could just come in and do big team up movies and have 2 or 3 years in between them where he does nothing. And then like 6 months before they're going to film, he just fucking, rails a bunch of fucking steroids and just gets fucking pumped and comes back.
I don't think he'll ever quit working out, man.
No, I'm not saying he's going to quit working out, but in order to get this big as he's getting, he's got to be on something. They've got to be giving him some kind of supplement. Like, just as a general aid in muscle reproduction. Like, he's probably not taking steroids because he wants to be huge. He's taking steroids so that he doesn't fucking tear himself up, because it does help rebuild muscle mass rather quickly, and you don't have to be on it a long time. It's just the same thing with Hugh Jackman. I'm pretty sure that there's some juice there.
Bro, those guys are ripped. And they're all my age.
But that's the thing is he's
Which-
not ripped all the time. He's not that ripped when he's not playing Wolverine. He shrinks back down. He actually said that he has a bunch of suits. Like he's got 3 different sets of wardrobe. He's got his like I'm playing Wolverine home wardrobe where he has like suits that are tailored to fit him when he's fucking jacked, and then he has his regular wardrobe, and then if he has to like go down a size or 2 to play a specific role, he's got that as well, like all out in his garage.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you something right now. I look at all these guys: Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, Robert Downey Jr. These guys they're all about to be that silver fox, man. They're all in their 40s. They're all ripped beyond belief, and I look like a fucking baked potato. Man, it's just like, it's almost like God has just told me, I really hate your black ass. That's how it feels. I'm 47. I look like a baked potato. You know what kind of women like me? Women that like eating baked potatoes at Wendy's. That's who finds me sexy. Look at my face. Baked potato. You're thinking about one. You want to go order one with chili and cheese right now, don't you? That's why you're smiling, you bastard.
Not from Wendy's. I'll make it myself. Yeah. I got chili. I got cheese here. I got potatoes. I'll make it.
Okay, see? I'm telling you, man. That's what I see. And I'm looking at these guys, and they're like, yeah, I've made enough money, and I decided that I just want to raise my kids. And I'm not knocking Chris Hemsworth for that. I mean, that's almost like, it's one of those moments where I wish I was that rich and white. When you're white and rich, you can say, I could quit. I get opportunities. I could come back in my 60s and play James Bond.
See, what they
old black guy gonna be hustling. That's why Lawrence Fishburne will not quit working.
I mean, you know, they don't necessarily even have to kill Thor. They can just have him go off and do some things and come back as like Rune King Thor when Thor is like older and fucking has a big ass beard and long, and his hair's white.
Oh, I know.
You know, just have him come back in like 3 or 4 years, 5 years, and fucking play the role again, and get him, move him more into like the Odin sphere, and then they can transition into whoever they want to be female Thor. And
here's what's so weird about it: the comic book, they're bringing back real Thor.
Yeah,
real Thor's coming back. So there's going to be 2 Thors. There's going to be Jane Foster, female Thor, and real Thor running around.
Also, did you notice that he has his hammer again somehow?
I'm trying. I can't wait to see what's going on.
Yeah, like there's that scene where he's fucking he's calling the lightning down. He's got his hand over his head and he's fucking holding the hammer.
Yeah, I got to figure out what's going on because we just watched the hammer get busted in Thor 3. So somebody made him a new hammer while he's out on the spaceship?
You know what it could be? Doctor Strange could have used the time thing to turn back time on the hammer so that it's back together again. There you go. Easy peasy, done in one.
Okay, so let's start breaking this down. Things that, from Infinity, if you get a chance, I don't know if you read the comic book, download the comic book, find the graphic novel at Barnes & Noble. Infinity, Jonathan Hickman wrote it. One of the things that happened in there was when Ebony Maw and Nicole Obsidian attacked Wakanda, like occupied Wakanda. Mm-hmm. We pretty much see that happening in this trailer. It's happening. It's going to go down. Ebony Maw shows up in the trailer. I saw his face only for a split second. He's there. Also in the comic book, Ebony Maw was the one that tortured Doctor Strange, and Doctor Strange ended up helping Thanos in the Black Order to acquire the stones because he knew where every stone is. Mm-hmm. And there's a scene in the trailer where you can see where those things are. Yeah, like he's been pierced and tortured. I don't know what that is.
The only thing I can think of...
But there's a lot of stuff from the Infinity comic book that's starting to show up in this trailer.
Well, they were talking in the trailer about, we've got what he wants. Let's make him come to us. So that may be why...
Yeah, he's coming to us. That was our advantage. Yeah, he's coming to us. And I was like, that's not an advantage, dog. Thanos ain't normal.
Well, it's an advantage in that they have, they have their defenses in Wakanda. They have all the Wakandan technology that they can use to their advantage. Yep. It still doesn't fucking matter if Thanos has all the fucking stones, because he can just rip
Exactly.
reality apart. But
Bro, it's going to be an amazing film. I'm so hyped for this film right now. Are you trying to get first weekend tickets? Did you try to
Already got
buy
'em.
during the rush today?
already got him.
So you already got yours, huh?
Have him.
What are you doing Thursday?
Thursday, 11:45 at Mueller.
Oh, 11:45 at night?
Yeah, p.m.
Okay.
It's just easier that way. And Mueller has, they have these great closed caption machines. You basically stick
You
it
don't
in
plan
your-
on coming to work Friday.
Oh no, I'm coming to work on Friday. I'll be fine. I mean,
You're going to watch a 3-hour film.
and then go home and go to bed and wake up at like 9:30 and go to work. Most days I don't get to sleep until about 2:33 in the morning, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, so yeah.
I'll be fine.
Yeah, because I do not see you going to this 11:45 and getting out of there before 2:45.
And I mean, if it really comes down to it, if I feel like I'm gonna be shitty, a couple of days before it comes out, I can just put in and take an hour off or something.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because man, I was already looking at this. I did not try to buy opening night tickets.
Hey,
Every Avengers film I try to watch on the Sunday morning.
Well, they have fucking plenty of tickets if it's a ticket thing, but I guess you're wanting to go when there's nobody that's gonna be going. You're gonna be in the theater alone.
Sunday mornings at Lakeline Draft House. And I'm saying this online, and everybody will be there that Sunday morning. It's usually an amazing time to watch the film. I usually am me and a handful of guys. It's really beautiful time to watch a film. Also Sunday mornings, I usually try to go with my brother. We have it's a weird habit, but we've kind of tried to watch all the movies together.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the thing. The first movie we did not see together was Thor Ragnarok. Then we did not see Black Panther together. And then here's the Avengers Infinity War. And I think I saw Thor by myself, Black Panther with Bonnie, and now here it is. Time to do the podcast, and I'm like, I'm going by myself. First episode I'm watching. First time I watch it, I'm going by myself. I have no intentions of taking anyone with me. First showing, 10:30, 11 o'clock that morning, I will be in the theater.
I'm willing to bet it's going to be at least half full, if not packed.
It could be. It could be. And then the other thing is, my backup is if I don't really. I love my Alamo Draft House points, but
Yeah.
I'm not scared to go watch this movie at Cinemark. I'm going for the movie, not necessarily the whole drinking food experience.
Yeah.
I want it to kind of be in a situation where I can focus on the movie. You know what I mean? I want to be able to focus that first time. Now, I'm not saying that I won't see this film 3 times in the theater. It's a very damn good chance. I still haven't gone back to see Black Panther my second time. And I thought about going to catch it pretty soon.
You should.
I want to go catch it a second time before we go into this one. Not that I really need the big build up for it. I mean, it's not. I don't think I need to see it, but it'd just be neat to do it.
I kind of, what I kind of want to see is the behind the scenes shot of Cap catching them hands, just to see it's just like 2 big Nerf bats that they just have above him that are just big and green on the green screen.
Mm-hmm.
Because that'd be hilarious.
Oh yeah, you know it, because man, he's got to catch them hands, bro. When he caught his hand in that trailer, I was like, ooh. That's
That's how Cap's going out.
There's also a line he
There's
speaks.
another hand that he could just hit him with.
Yeah, there's a line that Thanos says in the trailer, and he says, "I hope they remember you." And I was like, "Damn, that's like a cold ass eulogy. Like, I'm about to kill you. I'm about to kill you." Whoever he's saying that to, he's about to end somebody's life. You don't say that to somebody if you're not about to end them. I'm just saying. So
Yeah,
somebody's
but
gonna catch them hands.
Cap isn't gonna die. That's got to be somebody who dies in the first film, because Cap is slated for both films, so he's gonna be in 1 and 2. So it
Yeah, I
can't
want to
be
know
him
who's
saying
going to
that to
catch it
Cap
now.
before he kills him.
Oh, who we got?
And
Yeah, who is it
Tony
gonna-
gets fucked up in that first teaser when he gets punched in the face. Spider-Man.
Bro,
Maybe they
I'm
kill
gonna tell
Peter
you
Parker.
something.
What if they
Did you
kill?
see how much of his armor is torn off in this new trailer?
Hmm.
Look in the trailer. There's a part where Tony's here, like he's laying on the ground, looking kind of exhausted and beat down. And this looks like all through here, just looks like his armor's been torn off of his body.
Hmm.
And I was like, damn, did Thanos beat the armor off of his ass?
Probably. Let's see. Who else could they kill? I mean, they could kill a bunch of people. Like, they're already going to kill a fuckload of Wakandans.
Yeah, that's the problem. They can kill anybody, but you're not gonna kill Spider-Man.
They should kill Spider-Man. That would be funny.
You can't kill Spider-Man. You can't. You sure as hell ain't gonna kill Black Panther.
No.
That
They've
ain't
already
happening.
scheduled a Black Panther
Black
2.
Widow
They
sure
can't
ain't
kill
about to
Black
die.
Widow.
She's got a film coming.
Yeah.
I don't know if there is. I don't even know if they have enough for a Thor 4 film.
They don't need to do another Thor movie.
3 was a. If 3 was the last one, 3 was the greatest swan song ever.
I don't think it's going to be the last movie that Thor is in, but I think it's going to be the last Thor movie, unless they have like a really good like script on their hands where they think that, you know, this is the material that we want to do. I think it's going to be like it's going to be out there
Yeah,
until somebody
I
comes
don't
up with
know,
something.
man. I definitely got questions.
Mm-hmm.
I got questions about how they're going to pull this off or what they're going to do, but who knows? But yeah, I'm hyped up. I'm definitely hyped up. This film had me so jacked up right now. I'm just like, I don't know what to do with myself. I have zero idea what to do with myself of these.
Hey, what if Banner gets separated from Hulk by Thanos?
Are you talking like a
And then Hulk gets convinced to go along with Thanos. And that's why Banner's in the fucking Hulkbuster armor.
Ooh. Ooh.
What?
I wasn't ready. I didn't think about that.
I mean,
That'd be
I
pretty
doubt
high
it.
level for them to do, though.
I doubt it, though, because of the toys that you were talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, they don't have the rights to be able to make Hulk solo movies, so there really wouldn't be anything interesting. They'd have to resolve that within these two films. Because the only time that Hulk is ever around is when he's in somebody else's movie. What are you looking at?
Man, I am up here updating everything and I'm digging for information. You got me. I'm gonna have to send you this video of this the toy. I just want you to see this. I think the toy. This is one time where somebody was super observant on this toy, and it just shows you so much more than I think they were thinking about it showing. I don't think they realized, hey, maybe we shouldn't put this toy out because we're really letting people know what's about to happen.
Do you think maybe they moved the release date up so that they could claim all of the box office revenue on their 2017 fiscal year? Because it was in March and now it's in April. And so if they go...
And then it was in May and now it's in April.
Yeah. So they have Thor Ragnarok. Yeah. They've got this movie. They've got Black Panther, and they have fucking, what's his name? Wrinkle in Time. All in the same physical year. think there's some creative taxes going on there.
I don't know. It seems
either
like
that
you'd
or
be
they're
trying
just
to,
trying to.
pay too much, man. You'd want to say, hey, let's push some of this off into the next one.
Well, it's either that or they're trying to manipulate their stock to make it rise sharply.
Yeah,
'Cause when you had a
because
Star Wars
let's
film,
face it, you're
had
catching. People are still hyped for Black Panther.
yeah.
Black Panther's still making money,
You've had what?
and it's $1 billion film franchise now.
But like 4 Marvel films all in the same physical year, plus you had A Wrinkle in Time, plus you had Star Wars. And Spider-Man
No, I'm with you.
Homecoming. I mean,
I'm with you, and it is kind of hard to say.
that's why they're doing
And
it.
we still got for them. What do they got? Venom. That's Sony.
Yeah, but the Venom movie's not coming out until next year.
I thought they just pushed it back to December.
I don't know.
Last I saw was December.
It might be December, but that's 2018.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I was like, it was December of this year, and then Spider-Man animated, the Spider-Verse is in December, and the New Mutants I know got pushed into 2019.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that one was 2019. I know the next Avengers film is 2019. Some craziness.
Yeah.
Some craziness, man. I'm trying to keep up with this. There was so much in that trailer to pick apart, but yeah, now it's just like, what are the power moves being made? Because yeah, when they moved it up, that whole kind of Twitter thing, it was cute, and Robert Downey Jr. was like, "Hey, think you can move the movie up so me and my friends could see it?" And everybody was like, "Oh, Robert Downey Jr. being Robert Downey Jr." Until at Marvel responds, "Heck yeah, we'll move it up for everybody to see it, April 27th." You're like, what's going on here? Who does that? Who tweets like that? I do say this much. Tom Holland made my freaking day today. His tweet was, "Oh, so we're using our made-up names?" That was his tweet in the trailer. And he had to know that was going to be the hottest line from that trailer. That is the greatest line when he's talking to Doctor Strange. And here's what hit me. For the first time in my life, 47 years old, and when he introduces himself as Doctor Strange, I never once thought about he is Dr. Stephen Strange.
Yeah,
literally.
That's his real name.
Yeah, I never once thought about that whole thing. Never once crossed my mind. He really is Doctor Strange. Until today, when he says that to him, and I was like, okay, thanks for waking me up. I'm woke now, Marvel.
Good job.
Yeah, woke my 47-year-old ass up out of a slumber. Thank you. But no, I mean, it was a hype trailer. There was a lot going on in it, and I'm still trying to figure out everything, man, because there's so much to see. We know Falcon was there. We know Winter Soldier was there. Black Widow, the Hulk, or Banner, I should say. We see Banner in the trailer.
Yeah.
Loki looks to be...
Loki would look like he was giving Thanos that fucking Infinity Stone. The blue one.
I know, yeah. Also, Loki's an opportunist, so he would try to live. My brother says there is a picture of Loki standing with the Black Order, like he turns.
Mm-hmm. Well, they've been setting up this marvelous fucking, redemption arc for him for a long time. I think that they could have him, give up a stone, join the Black Order, and then try to destroy it from the inside, and then Thanos turns and fucking just kills him, because that's one of the other people that could die, is Loki could die. And then you have this, glorious redemption arc that ends with him dying a martyr and everybody on Earth loving him, even though he came to fucking kill, destroy, and take over originally.
Okay. You hit me with one I wasn't expecting right there.
Yeah. Possibilities. Lots of possibilities.
Way too many. Way too many to keep up with at this point. That's a lot to digest.
I did like that they put Thanos in his full armor. Did you see that?
Yeah.
And they didn't
You know who else
shy
is
away
missing?
from that fucking weird ass yellow and blue color scheme and shit either. They were just like,
Yeah.
we're just
Well,
owning this. We can do it.
they're trying to get that blue and yellow from the comic book, but at the same time, you're like, it looks weird.
Well, that's the thing is like they can pull it off now because everybody's on board. Like half the reason why a lot of the times you don't see them in the suits that they have in the comics is because we think that the suits they have in the comics would look silly on screen. So they'll do a cameo like in Luke Cage where he's wearing the 70s costume for just a minute and he's like, this looks stupid, and he fucking takes it off and changes into regular clothes. But with Thanos, like we have, we've been building this whole thing up for a multitude of years. We've gotten to the point where Stephen Strange looks like Stephen Strange from the comics. Thor looks like Thor from the comics. Iron Man looks like Iron Man from the comics. We're used to seeing our heroes look like their comic book counterparts. And now they're just saying, fuck it, let's do it with the villains too. They just need to do
this is some
MODOK,
craziness. Man. This is crazy. You know who else I just noticed is missing from the trailer? Nebula. She's not here.
Didn't she like run off at the end of Guardians 2?
We knew her. She ran off to go kill Thanos.
Yeah. Obviously, she failed.
Either she failed or she's hot on his trail and she's going to end up in this film. But the thing is, that's who she's going to kill.
Mm-hmm.
And so now we're at a situation where Nebula's missing, Hawkeye's missing. I'm trying to sit here and figure out who else I know is missing.
We didn't see Groot at all.
No.
That shit with Peter Quill was pretty fucking funny, though.
Oh, yeah, your plan sucks. Yeah. Two of the most egotistical guys in the Marvel Universe, Star-Lord and Iron Man, and Tony's getting told his idea sucks by Star-Lord. I was like, paying money to see that.
Well, you are. I don't know if you know this, but that's what's going to happen.
Oh, yeah. I paid good money to see that, and they knew it, too. They was like, yeah, that's some good stuff. I was trying to remember what else I saw in that trailer. I'm going to set that there because I might have to come back to that. Oh, my God. Somebody's making spaghetti in my house. I smell tomato sauce and oh, it smells good. Like garlic bread.
You can't have any of that, by the way.
No more bread. Know.
No more bread. I think that's going to be the hardest thing to give up. Tangent. Is pasta and fucking potatoes. I don't really care about bread. I can deal without bread.
Bruh. My thing is bread. I don't know if you've ever gone and ate the rolls at Bush's Fried Chicken. But anytime somebody talks about a prisoner being on a bread and water diet, I think if y'all gave me the bread from there, I could do it. I'd subside on it. Them rolls are amazing.
I'm pretty sure you'd
Those
fucking hate
buttery
them after about 10
yeast rolls.
days.
Huh?
Pretty sure you'd hate them after about 10 days.
Oh, yeah. But I'd like to test that theory.
I mean, you could. You could go on the fucking Bush's Chicken butter roll diet, yeast roll diet.
Bro, I would gain so much weight. Just carbs all day long. Carbs turning into sugar, turning into fat. I come out that thing and be diabetic. And I don't want the D. Especially when the D is diabetes.
All right, tangent's over.
I'm sitting here looking at Ebony Maw shows up. Yep. That's a picture of Loki standing amongst the Black Order. Proxima Midnight, Ebony Maw, Corvus Glaive, and Cull Obsidian. There is a picture of him standing amongst
Mm-hmm.
them. There is in Gamora's flashback in the trailer where
I
she was
wonder.
holding the hand of Thanos.
Mm-hmm. I
I'm
wonder
sitting
how
here playing it
much
over and over.
of what's in that trailer is actually in the movie, and maybe they're showing us footage from Infinity War 2 in those trailers, but it's not going to be in Infinity War 1, so that we have a better overall idea what the story's going to be between the two. Because they've done that shit before, just like put things in trailers and then not have them in the movie at all because it gets cut later. But here they've got
Hmm.
2 entire movies where the footage already shot, and they've just finished the post on the first half. So they probably have footage from the second movie that they could have interspersed in there that made us not be in the first film, but is a part of the overall Infinity War story. That would be interesting.
I got some stuff here that I'm gonna send you. Oh, bro,
Hmm.
this is online right now. That is not the hammer.
Not?
That is Stormbringer, the axe.
Oh, okay. So,
We're bringing Stormbringer into the MCU.
hmm.
I'm hyped. I love that. I love the idea of Stormbringer being brought into the universe. Okay. Let me. I'm going to send this. I don't know if I should send it to you as a text or via Facebook Messenger. I'm texting. There's a picture in there, and when you get a chance, just check that out. And of course, we'll be looking at this a lot. But that has a picture in it near the bottom is a picture of the children of Thanos, the Black Order,
Mm-hmm.
and Loki's in the middle of them dressed in all black in a new outfit. My brother said he saw the picture earlier. Terrence was hyped. He saw the picture. It's there. It's interesting.
Hmm.
Something's going on. This movie is going to, I don't think it's, okay, we know it's a two-parter. So we know it's going to end on a cliffhanger. You're looking at that picture, aren't you?
I'm trying to find it. It's pretty buried in here.
Yeah, go all the way to the bottom. And you'll see a thing that says Children of Thanos. There's a lot to deal with in this.
Uh, hmm. I don't think there's much
Which,
more we can do with this.
huh?
So I don't think there's much more we can talk about.
I think we covered everything.
Yeah.
I picked that thing apart today. There was only a few things that we didn't pick apart, but I think we got it, everything. How about this? Closer to the movie, we do our picks for who we think is going to die.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be Cap and Tony and
You're sticking
Hawkeye.
with, you think 2 deaths.
I think it's Cap and Tony and Hawkeye.
I know that comic book's out, and I need to go try to find it tomorrow. The one that's the prelude to the movie that explains why Vision and Scarlet Witch were kind of touring together. It explains stuff that's happening in the movie. And then Hawkeye has retired and he's living on a farm with his family in the comic book, but that doesn't explain whether he's coming out of retirement to be in the movie.
Well, isn't he on the cast list on IMDb?
Really?
That
Every now
that
and then
would
you
be.
say some amazing stuff, and I don't realize how smart you are. Let's look.
Let's see.
Yep.
Still on the cast list?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he's in the movie.
But bro, here's what doesn't make sense. They got Winston Duke and Baku's listed. Colby Smolder as Maria Hill is listed. Benicio del Toro as the Collector is listed.
Yeah, I have a feeling Thanos making his way to Earth is gonna start with a stop at the Collector because he's still got to get some Infinity Stones from him.
Nebula's there. So she's listed in the cast list. Ant-Man.
Who else? Tell me.
Hmm?
Nothing. I said, who else? Tell me.
Bro, they got so much in here. And Linda Cardinelli is as Laura Barton. Damn it. I don't want to see her in the film because she only shows up to cry when he's killed. I'm gonna be sad. Here's why. I am a huge fan of Matt Fraction's run. Matt Fraction's run on Hawkeye was an amazing comic book run. And I really wish we could have got that made into a movie. It was so good. I think it would have been a compelling film. It was like Logan. It was Logan, but with Hawkeye.
It should be like Hawkeye should be a street level hero, and they should do like a Netflix series about him
It'd be so amazing.
instead of doing a film because he's just some stupid human. That's all.
That human was the heart of this shit. Bro, this is crazy. This is... I'm going through this list and it's not making much sense. Yep, so the Collector's there. Benicio del Toro, Scott Lang. We knew there's Mantis. Happy Hogan, so John Favreau's there. Gamora. Bro, the idea that Winston Duke is going to be in this. M'Baku. White Ape.
Yeah, well, I mean they've got to supplement their forces somehow, so it's probably going to be a lot
I'm
of
pretty hyped about that.
And a lot of you scratch my back, I'll scratch your back kind of politic things. If they're smart, they'll bring in the political aspect of T'Challa being king and having to, be a political animal as well as a superhero, which is one of the only things that they probably should have done more of in Black Panther. So I got hit with some shit that I didn't realize from Mark Bernardin. Did you realize that the climax of that movie is two black men fighting on an underground railroad?
I love Mark Bernard. He is awesome, man. That's amazing. I did not have to tell my brother that tonight. Bro, I will tell you something about Black Panther.
And then in the context of their fight in Black Panther, talking about empowering black people in the United States, like that's what it ultimately comes down to is Wakanda providing aid. Yeah, it's just, sorry.
That's amazing. I never even caught that. No, man, after the movie, I started doing this to people. Like, I would go up to black people and, like, I would see them. you know how like you see a black guy, we do the nod,
Yeah.
right? After Black Panther, I just wanted to test it. So I'm out at Lakeline Mall. I see another brother. He looks at me, and I do this. And he goes, he did the Wakanda arms across his chest. And I was just like, I can die. We have now achieved what I wanted to achieve in Black Power in
The
this
dream
world.
is real.
With another strange black man, I don't know anything about this man, don't know if he's seen the movie. I just did the Wakanda symbol and he went. They walked on about his business. Like, that was our thing. I was like, this is the most magical moment in my life right
Black Panthers in a month, yo.
yeah, bro. I'm telling you, Black Panther changed it, man. Like, I think you could actually end gang wars with that movie. You could just be like, look, we're going to go watch Black Panther and then we can discuss it. Because if Black Panther and M'Baku can make it work, Bloods and Crips can make it work. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Something to think about, man. But yeah, I did the arms across the chest with a complete stranger of a black man in the mall, and he gave me the arms back, and I was just like, that movie has made my life. That movie made my life with that one moment. It was awesome. So cool. Are we out of here? We're going to call it a wrap on this one?
Sounds good.
All right, man. Well, hey, guys, thank you guys for listening to us ramble once again. We are going to be coming back to you. I guess we can announce I'm working on a new show.
Sure.
Should we announce it or should we wait?
No, just go ahead.
Okay, so we're working on this new show, and it's going to be called Team Lift Presents, in case you missed it, or Team Lift Presents ICYMI. I don't know how we're going to do it, if we're going to spell it out or put the initials, but it will be a Team Lift Presents. They're going to be 10-minute episodes of stuff where I've been digging through streaming media. Crackle. I'm on Crackle, I'm on Hulu, and Netflix, I think is what we're going to try to concentrate on to start. And didn't want to spread out too crazy. We're just going to do those. And then as I go through those, we're just going to kind of break down things that I'm finding.
Mm-hmm.
Just some weird stuff that I find and little neat stuff, and share it with people. It could be live action shows on Netflix that are based on manga or anime. It could be stuff that's based on comic book movies that are available. That, for the fans who may not have seen a movie Spawn and may not say, man, I want to watch Spawn again. Oh, well, great. Guess what? It's available on this streaming channel. And here's, in case you missed it, here's why you want to see it. It's just going to be a neat little series. They're just 10-minute videos. Also, it's a way for me to still kind of do our thing with movies, because I am using Movie Pass up like crazy. I've watched a lot of film. So it'll be a neat little series, and those will be coming to you. We'll be launching that in, I want to say it about the next week. About the next week, I should have the first 4, I think, ready to go.
Hopefully.
They're going to just be,
promises.
Crunch time is on your boy, man. I'm working on them. So going to be an egg timer involved with those, where I might do this in 10 minutes. So yeah, it's going to be pretty neat. But yeah, just letting everybody know we will be launching that, and watch our YouTube channel for those to be dropping soon. All right. Anything else we need to get in there?
Nope. I think we're good.
All right. Well, cool, man. It's always fun doing this with you. I got to talk to you off camera anyway after the show ends. So everybody, peace.
Thanks for listening to the Team Lift Podcast with your hosts, Brendan Bowie and Roderick McDaniel. Join us again next week as we discuss more topics from geek culture. Be sure to follow us on our Twitter page @GoTeamLift, as well as our personal pages @CoachSilky and @ThighSide. You can direct questions and comments to us on our Twitter page, as well as find links to all of our social media outlets. Thank you for listening. See you again next week.